What's up, everybody? What be going on, man? It's your boy Q, aka Uncle Quan. Welcome to the stream, y'all. Y'all pull up on me, man. Look, offseason is going crazy right now, man. Y'all pull up on me. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. We about to get this thing popping, man. I'll be with you in just a second. Y'all be patient with me. What's good, Panther Nation? Hold on, let me get my camera right. I just got this camera, y'all. I literally just got this camera out the mail. So y'all forgive me if y'all see me adjusting this a lot. I got a brand new HD 4K camera. I'm testing it out for the first time, so we're going to see how this thing go, man. But, hey, blessed to be here, man. I'm glad that y'all in the chat with me. Appreciate y'all pulling up, as always. Hit that like button on your way in. Y'all, this is exciting, man. This is an exciting offseason so far, and it's only, day three? We only in day three, y'all. Day three. Shout out to Jack Bryce in the chat. He said, how you feeling about the offseason moves? We're going to get into it, Jack. We're going to get into it, bro. Shout out to Lawrence, man. Appreciate you pulling up. He said, what's up? I'm liking Dan Morgan's moves so far. Me too. Me too, man. And I've been telling y'all in my videos, I refuse to get my hopes up. I'm still there, man. I refuse to get my hopes up, but, hey, it's looking good so far, bro. It's looking real good so far, man. But, hey, y'all see the title? Y'all pulled up, man. No more excuses, y'all. No more excuses. Look, this organization, Dan the Man, Dave Canales, they are all in on Bryce Young, man. They are all in. They getting this man some help. They got him some offensive linemen up in here, top tier offensive linemen too. Not no bullshit. They're not shopping for cheap guys, man. They actually paid the bank for these guys, man. And again, it goes to show you how serious they are about protecting their young quarterback. Also, we are retaining a weapon at ISM. We're gonna get into all that later, man. We're gonna talk about their PFF grades. We're gonna talk about their contract details and all that good stuff. But you retain a weapon in ISM, Amir Smith, Marset, and then you also acquire a weapon and Diontae Jackson from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, look, again, no more excuses. No more excuses, y'all. I'm not saying we're gonna be elite this year, but there's no reason why we shouldn't be somewhat competitive moving into this 2024 season, y'all. Great move so far, but hey, look, whatever your stance is with Bryce Young, bro, whatever it is, this is our time to see what Bryce Young is going to be. We've been complaining. Some of us been complaining like, okay, Bryce Young don't have the offensive line. He don't got no weapons, getting separation, yada, 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 right? But, hey, no more excuses. Diontae Jackson, he's definitely going to get separation. And, hey, best believe we're not done yet, man. We're going to dip some more for another receiver in the draft. You also got some more weapons coming up. We need a tight end, all that good stuff. But, hey, reality is there's no more excuses for Bryce Young. Whatever your stance is on him, whether you like him or not, we're about to see where he's going to be in year two. Whether he's a bust or whether he's going to step up to the table, he's going to prove all the doubters wrong. We are about to see, man. But look, I'm riding the Bryce train, bro. I'm riding the Bryce train. Pause. I don't know about y'all. I mean, hey, everybody got their different opinions. Obviously, you got a lot of people bashing Bryce. You got some people that just don't know about Bryce. Hey, we are about to see, man. We are about to see. But look, with this free agency, man, word of advice for Panthers fans, word of advice. Take your emotions out of the business, man. If you are running the business or if you plan to run a business, word of advice, take your emotions out of the business. This ain't got nothing to do with, oh, I like him, so he should stay. Nah. We are trying to rebuild this thing the right way. There's no reason we should be attached to any players by now because we ain't won shit since 2017, y'all. There's no reason we should be sitting here fussing about a player. Look, I get it. Burns being let go. Everybody got mixed opinions. Louvu being let go. I mean, that was a shocker. I'm not gonna hold you. That one kind of got me in the gut, but hey, it is what it is. We got a couple of guys that been let go, but look, these guys are serious, and it's by any means with this organization. We are trying to rebuild this thing the right way, man. Let me get to some comments real quick. Lawrence says, what's good, Raul? Appreciate you pulling up to the chat, man. Lawrence said, more linemen, maybe a corner in the draft. We're going to see. I did a mock draft recently where I actually got Kool-Aid from Alabama, Kool-Aid, the corner from Alabama, with that 33 pick. Jack Bryce says, which edge rusher you want out of the ones who are visiting? If you're referring to Chase, I think Chase Young, who is it? Chase Young and Clowney. I don't know who else is visiting, but that's the two that I do know of. I mean, who do I want out of those two? I mean, give me Chase Young. He's younger-ish, but he does battle injuries. I mean, It is what it is, bro. Just bring what you can bring, man. I mean, Evero showed me that he can work with his pieces that he got on the roster. So it is what it is. I mean, whoever y'all bring on, I'm pretty sure Evero's gonna put him in the right position to succeed. Lawrence says, we're gonna have more than 2 wins, yo. I believe so, man. We can't go nowhere but up from here. Can't go nowhere but up. I'm not gonna sit here and say we're going to the playoffs. Nah, not yet. Not yet. Maybe about 7, 8 wins, maybe. You know, I'm not even gonna predict the record. I'm not gonna do that this year, bro. I'm not getting my hopes up for nothing. I'm not gonna sit here and predict. Nah, fuck that. Y'all not about to set me up. Nah. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But I am riding that Bryce train, though. I'll ride that shit to the grave. I don't give a fuck. Hey, pause. For real. Austin Wright, my boy, what's good with you, man? He said, I'm going by any means. Hey, by any means, bro. By any means. Lawrence says, yep, no excuses. Stop with the that guy with the stopwatch gonna be on him. Oh yeah. Said DJ Ekwonu is visiting today. DJ Ekwonu. I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know who the fuck that is. Y'all let me know in the chat. Who is DJ Ekwonu? Who is that? DJ dude from Vikings is also visiting. Okay, smooth. Ekwonu visiting. Okay, what's good, Drip? Appreciate you pulling up, man. Hey, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I don't go live often at all, man. I really don't. It's a lot of reasons I don't go live, but we're not gonna get into that, man. But yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. I had to chop it up with y'all. This has been a crazy offseason, and we only just getting started, y'all. Just getting started. He says, if we can pull off Justin Simmons, Chase Young, may be our best free agency ever. I mean, hey, I'm with it. Bring in Justin Simmons, get him back with Evero. Hey, I'm with it. My boy CJ in the chat, man. What's good with you? Appreciate you pulling up. Ross said, Edge put up similar stats as Burns this year. Okay, he talking about that Ekwonu guy, that DJ Ekwonu. Okay, so we basically replacing Burns if we do sign him. Where did Quinn go? Quinn is with the Steelers, man. Steelers done snagged him. Yeah, Steelers snagged him. I got a homeboy that's a Steelers fan. Shout out to him. He was happy about that acquisition. Jack says we just tendered Blackshear's contract. Okay, so we getting Blackshear back? Is that what you're saying? We're getting Blackshear back? Hey, I'm definitely with it, bro. Blackshear is so slept on, bro. He said got 3 ends visiting today and tomorrow, so hope we sign at least 2 of them. Yeah, I read somewhere that we're trying to get 2 of the defensive ends. So if that's true, I mean, hey, expect 2 signings, I guess. I'm with it, bro. Again, by any means, like my boy said in the chat, my boy Austin, he said, hey, by any means. But hey, again, bro, word of advice, just take your emotions out of it, man. A lot of us been crying and bitching about these moves. It is what it is, bro. It's a business at the end of the day. I mean, these guys ain't going to stay on the team forever, man. But, hey, I'm going to bring up my guy, Doug, and then we're going to get into some content. We're going to talk about these acquisitions. We're going to talk about what we lost, and we're going to talk about these contract details, and we're going to go over some PFF grades with these guys that we just acquired. I appreciate y'all pulling up again, man. I can't express that enough. Y'all hit that like button if you are in here. About to bring on my guy, Doug, man. Doug, tell the people what's up, man.
What's going on, Quan? Like you said, it's noon my time. It is lunch hour in Charlotte. Everybody should be sharing the live, hitting the like button, and leaving a comment telling Uncle Quan what you guys feel about free agency so far. Today is the official day that you can officially sign the dotted line. We do say day 3, but today is now make it official. Dan Morgan's been cooking. I know we said Scott Fitterer was cooking. No, Scott Fitterer was using microwave meals where you can, it's already prepped for you, not doing the work and actually just putting it in the microwave. Dan Morgan's actually hitting the ground running and going through the steps to show us exactly how to build a team the right way.
Exactly. And I mean, he's really just cleaning up a lot of what Scott Fitterer did, man. I mean, a lot of the bullshit that Scott Fitterer did in the past with this organization, he's really just cleaning all that up and doing a damn good job to start off, bro. He's plugging in all the holes. Pause. He's plugging in all the holes very early, man. Like, we already got our wide receiver in here. We got 2 guards on the same day. Got a linebacker, you know what I'm saying? Got a defensive interior. I mean, this guy is cooking, y'all. He's cooking. But let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, like, he's not done. Like, I was talking to one of our other partners, 2 fans in the stands that are also saying that money cap, like it's so many restructures can be done. I think we would try to sign one of the people before they walk out today, man. But like I said, it's a time to reevaluate the situation and really look at what's really going on, man. So again, I give Dan Morgan a grade that I know Quan's probably gonna ask later. But like I said, I'm just really looking forward to, the more and more Dan Morgan does and just really proves the doubters and the haters wrong.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Hey, real quick, I'm gonna post this link. Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna post a link. Y'all can pull up whenever, man. It's not really that much of a structured live. Y'all pull up, talk about whatever, man. I do got like slides that I want to go over with each player, but hey, y'all pull up, man. If y'all want to express y'all opinions, I'm all for it, bro. I'm here for it, man. So hold on, let me figure out how to copy and paste this shit. Hold on, give me a second. Shout out to the chat, man. I see you, man. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm not even gonna butcher your name, but what's good? Shout out to the family. I see you in the chat, man. He says Panthers fans get too attached to players. It's not about players, it's about the team. Hey, say that shit again, bro. I mean, that's what I've been preaching to these guys really since the week started, bro, since this thing kicked off. Y'all gotta get out y'all feelings, man. I mean, players come in and they go. It's the National Football League. It stands for not for long, bro. People gonna be here for a couple of years, maybe even on a contract. I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like, don't get attached to these players. Just don't. Especially with the Panthers. Y'all know we got a history. We got a history of letting these guys go, man. So don't get attached, bro. Don't get attached. Hold on real quick. Let me post this link. But Doug, man, how you feeling so far about this free agency, man?
Getting my boots out the car, but I love it. I love it. I love it. My favorite signing right now is Diontae Jackson. I do like the the linebacker from Denver. So, like I said, it's good to go.
Yeah. Hey, Diontae Johnson I got my eye on that Bryce and Diontae Johnson's connection, man. Come in, hold down, come in. Hey, yeah. Come in, press C. That shit don't work. Hold on. So I come in. Okay. Y'all forgive me, bro. I'm using a MacBook. I have no idea how to copy and paste on this shit, bro. I do this every time I get live, bro. Every time I'm on the live, I be like, bro.
Command C.
Command C. Yeah, that's what I'm pressing, though. I'm literally pressing Command C. It's not. I mean, it's taking me to some other shit. Hold on.
I'm gonna say I think I got. Let me see if I do it because I got the link. I think I'm gonna try to help you, Quan. Let me see.
Command. Copy. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me try this. Dumbass. I am a dumbass, y'all. Hey, y'all pull up on me, man. The link is now in the chat. Link is in the chat, y'all. Hey, shout out to PPP for that super sticker, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Shane. I see you, Shane. Appreciate you pulling up. He said we're trying to keep it calm, but happy about the O-line. Yeah, look, that's where I'm at with it too, bro. I'm trying to I'm not trying to get my hopes up. I promise I'm not, man. But look, it's hard not to get excited when you get two interior offensive linemen in here, and then you get weapons from Bryce Young, man. And then we're not done. That's the beautiful thing about it, bro. We're not done.
Correct.
I do think Bryce will have a much better season coming up. Hey, damn right. Hey, I stand on that. Again, I'm on that Bryce train, bro. To the end. Hey, what's good, PPP? Appreciate you pulling up, man.
Yeah. What up?
What's going on, D?
The Panther Prime podcast, man. Make sure y'all do so, man. He's in the chat. So all you got to do is click on his name and it'll take you right to his link, man. Y'all definitely subscribe.
Correct.
Great content, man. Great content.
Appreciate it, man.
Hey,
how
you feeling, man?
Go ahead, D.
Man, I'm feeling great. We brought up all the new people. We brought Amir Smith-Marset back. We just brought Raheem Blackshear back.
Boom!
And ain't no boo. Raheem Blackshear's back, and then we bought. Hopefully they get the trifecta. Bring TMJ back. Let him cook, man.
No.
Bro, what do you mean
No. See,
why you say no,
look,
Doug?
I'll say this. Here's another, and me and D got a joke. we get emotionally tied to certain players, and we got to just cut some of it.
It's not emotionally tied to TMJ. I just feel like the dude has been, he's been dicked around, man, by the organization.
Hey, that's the truth. Now, that's the truth. Now, that is the truth. I will give you that. Only reason, okay, so I like Blackshear. Me and D on PPP got a little joke about it. I really think we're going to give him opportunity to stay, but we're still going to draft a running back. And do I think a rookie can outshine or outbeat Blackshear? No. Only reason why I say no is because Blackshear also provides another dynamic to him. He's a special teams guy. He doesn't just run the ball. He's also special teams. But I am afraid of depends what we do with Miles Sanders. If we do cut Miles Sanders, I do think Blackshear stays and we draft a running back and Blackshear stays. And it's not that I want him cut, but I'm looking at it as the games I've been able to go to, he definitely has shined. Definitely has shined. It definitely has given a pulse to the team, like bringing them up. With TMJ, I just got to see it. I just have to see it. That's all. I like the guy. Again, D definitely brought it up. He hasn't got a fair shot by the organization since Matt Rule, Steve Wiltz, Frank Wright, and then you look at James Campbell. Not James Campbell. What is our freaking what was our special teams dude name?
Taper.
Chris Taper. So I do agree with that, but he has competition now because ISM can beat him out for a roster spot. Because ISM also brings a different dynamic to this team of special teams. TMJ can't go back there and take punts. TMJ can't go back there and get kickoffs. So what I'm looking at,
TMJ can do is he can get that 50-50 ball.
Correct.
Hey, say that shit again, PPP.
That's a fact.
Real quick, fellas. Shout out to my guy, CJ from Two Fans in the Stand, man. Hey, appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to the Two Fans in the Stands, man. If you are
what up?
Definitely go hit up Two Fans in the Stand. Another great content creator, man. Two guys over there doing a hell of a job, man. Go check them out. Let them know Uncle Quan sent you, man. Great brother, man. How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Like I keep messing with Doug in our group chat. The only thing I don't like is that 5th round pick from next year.
That's a fact. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing that's really eating at me. I can see if we'd have got a 5th round this year, it wouldn't have been happy, but at least it was this year. But that next year pick, that burned me up, dog.
Hey, man, go get some Pepto-Bismol, man. You'll be all right.
Look. Hey,
I have no choice.
But real quick, going back to your point with TMJ, hey, TMJ has definitely been underutilized. Yeah, he had injuries. Yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? But TMJ has shown us at the end of that 2022? When that year when we had Baker and Sam took over. He showed us at the end of that year, like PPP said, that 50-50 ball is his.
Yeah,
it's his. He gonna let you know about it, man. I mean, we gotta feel like I don't know. I feel like if we bring back TMJ, that'll fit well with Canales because Canales like to spread the ball. It's not no dominant player in that offense. He like to spread it. So TMJ can definitely be like an extra depth piece for the wide receivers. He can. He can be productive. I think he can, man. But if you can get it for like a little cheap contract, I wouldn't be upset with that, man. But let me read these comments real quick. Jack Bryce in the chat said, "How do you feel about Corbett at center?" Shit, I mean, if he can play center, bro, play center. But I don't think they're going to just pop him in at center. I think they're going to go get a center. Probably going to get one out of the draft. Don't be surprised if they sign one. I don't think they're done looking for a center, though. They're going to try to plug that one, too. Shane said, you think the Panthers could have another big trade today? Hey, I don't want to trade any more assets, honestly. I mean, but, hey, I'm going to let them cook. I'm just a podcaster. That's it. But if they decide to go with a trade, hopefully it is productive. Hopefully they get another good little trade going on. But I don't want to trade any more picks. Let's keep what we got and let's build in the draft. Jack says Damien Lewis actually played center for Seahawks for a game, so it could be interesting. Okay, that's another solution that's center. How y'all feel about Corbett playing center?
Well,
I'm kind of iffy.
Yeah, I'm a little iffy.
Yeah.
Wasn't Corbett injured last year?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think he needs to stay at guard, man, and just be a rotational piece. Just go ahead and bring in a center. You done paid 5 years,
Yeah.
100 mil to a guard, 3 years, 53 mil to another guard. Just go ahead and bring in a center, so we don't have no
Right.
issues with the interior of our offense.
I agree, man.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier, man. I think they still gonna shop for a center, whether it's gonna be through the draft or through free agency or maybe trade for one. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna do, but they definitely targeting a center. Shout out to Blinim.
Bow.
Hey, forgive me for butchering your name, man. I'm gonna just call you Baz. What's good, Baz? Appreciate you pulling up. He said, "What's good, Quan? Do you think the Carolina should go after Hunter Renfrow? Las Vegas is letting him go." I liked him in Clemson. I did, man. I really did, but he's not very productive now. I had him on my fantasy, so he ain't really did shit for me. He never did shit for me. So, I'm good on Hunter Renfrow, man. But yeah, I'm good on that, man. I'm good on it.
I'm gonna ask y'all this. I don't know. Did anybody watch Georgia's Pro Day? Because that's been a conversation now.
Oh,
Did y'all see
lad.
what? Yes. Okay.
Split 4.04.
Okay. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that saw it and read it. The reason why I say that,
I ain't see it. I read it.
well, I'll say this: SEC Network was doing a recap on it, so I don't know how long they're gonna show it all day. I don't know if another SEC team has a pro day today, but I would say this: after we got Johnson last night, I was like, I don't want Lad because you kind of don't want short type of wide receivers. It almost kind of sort of had the same playing style, but when you really look at it, Lad can be a true number 2 wide receiver. If you look at how Dave Canales was there in Seattle, they only had one big body receiver, which could possibly be TMJ. I am advocating for a Gamecock, even though, it's Tar Heels all the way. If you already have somebody on the roster that was given the opportunity and proven that he can do it, it's just not consistently because of coaching. Yes, TMJ possibly can be that big body wide receiver, but you have a short-handed Adam Thielen. Then you have a wide receiver that, even though with his ego, he's produced every year when he's been in Steelers, except for his first year with Kenny Pickett being his quarterback. Now Bryce Young has a wide receiver room that's proven. DJ Chark was kind of short of shaky. Yeah, he had a couple of good years and then he fell off. Adam Thielen showed that he has that repertoire with Bryce Young. Now you bring in a short-handed Diontae Jackson that's in top 4. However many people look at different stats or look at different sites, he's top 4 in drops. In separation, he was number 1 this past year with separation. Yes, he had poor quarterback play, but when you bring a weapon in like that and a veteran and you possibly draft somebody, Carolina's weapons-wise is going to be dynamic. I think the problem that people are really not looking at also, Chuba Hubbard was only a couple of yards from a thousand rushing yards. So now you get him behind a sufficient offensive line and an offensive line that's proven. That run game is going to open it up too. And what did we hear Dave Canales said? He's going to be stubborn with the run.
Yep.
So you bring in 2 guards that are proven. Then I know we got 2 people on here that laugh at Ickey, and when they hear the name Ickey, but
Hey, I wish I could pull up the video, PPP. Hey, look, that damn bullshit video he sent me.
Hold on. Let me turn. Look,
Piece of yarn around his hips.
Hey, let me turn my camera on and laugh with that. But I really think the way you build a team is through the trenches. You build a team up front. And what Dan Morgan has done is Dan Morgan has but Dan Morgan is building this the right way in your trenches. You get your offensive line set, you get your defensive line set, and then you go behind them. Because without either or, you're not going to do anything. And I think he really needs to get applauded the way he's trying to fit the trenches. And then you can look at skill positions on defense and offense in the draft. But we're not done yet. We're not done. We're not done.
Yo,
Man,
Blackshear just liked my post on Instagram. I'm so glad that dude's back. Blackshear? Yeah.
Shout out to Blackshear, man.
Back, man. I'm so glad he's back.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah,
And I
man.
mean, PPP is high on Blackshear, man. Also, two fans in the stands over there. They say Blackshear is underrated, bro. So
Yeah, he is,
he
bro.
is, bro.
Underrated and underutilized.
Very
Yeah.
underutilized, man.
Man, I wish I could just go back and ask Frank Wright, why didn't you use this guy
Right.
from week 1 until week 8? Like, that was dumb.
See, my thing is, I thought we were gonna.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I thought we were gonna have 3 backs rotated in and out, man. Like we had Deuce in there. I was like, okay, so we really about to run the ball. I thought we was gonna have Shuba, Miles, and then Blackshear come in there and really just keep fresh legs. But nah, they didn't switch up anything last year, man. It was bad. They didn't use nobody. It was bad.
It was Deuce's dude. It was Deuce's dude and Deuce's dude only, and that's the reason why Chuba Hubbard was able to get opportunity when Deuce Staley got fired.
Yeah, man. There's no reason why Miles Sanders should have been starting running back week 1 in Atlanta.
Right.
And what type of injury did he have? What in the quad?
Growing.
Yeah, growing.
See? And coming off a growing injury.
Hey, shout out to QJ Smith.
He couldn't do nothing.
QJ Smith, he said Williams and Allen could be released today. So he said, could the Panthers be, or could that be a good option for us? I would slow down, man, because that price tag will probably be crazy. If you talk about Keenan Allen, that price tag is crazy. So let's slow down.
Williams is injury prone too.
Yeah, exactly. He ain't play all last season, so I mean, it sounds cute, you know what I mean? But hey, let's slow down. I mean, let's work with what we got. Let's not get too greedy in the free agency and spend a lot of money on one player. But like these guys doing it the right way. I mean, hey, they gonna get what they need in here, man. But shout out to Drip. He said my hope is that they bring Foreman back for the cheap. Nah, it's time to move on to Foreman, man.
No, it ain't time to move on. Listen. The Panthers would have had the cheapest backfield last year if they would have paid Diontae Foreman that $3 million 1 year. Because Chuba was only getting like 1.2, Raheem was getting like $790,000. Like they would have had the most cheapest productive backfield in the whole NFL, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Dan Morgan might be thinking about spinning the block. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Because he proved himself. He did his thing.
I'm good on that one. I know I'm good on that one.
Why? Why are you good on that one, man?
So only reason why I say I'm good on it because I'm a project one of my projections. I think Chuba Hubbard will still be RB1.
Yeah.
Raheem Blackshear is going to be proven. You still have Tariq Cohen. I'm projecting that we do something with Miles. You either trade Miles or you let Miles go.
Nobody want Miles, man. Nobody gonna come get Miles. They're not gonna trade no assets for him. I feel like, bro, honestly, we'll give up a 7th or a 6th for Miles, bro. But I still don't feel like anybody will get that up for him, man.
Miles is definitely gonna be a post-June trade, man.
Thank you.
I hope so.
Because somebody's gonna get hurt. Somebody's gonna get hurt.
I hope so, man. Yeah, but hey, let's talk about these free agencies, man. Let's talk about first of all who we let go. Let's talk about who we let go. How y'all feeling about everybody that was let go recently, man? We got Burns that was traded. We got Yetur Gross-Matos, man. Yetur Gross-Matos then got out of here. Jeremy Chin is with the Washington Commanders. Diontae Jackson was traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hayden Hurst is still out there. Bradley Bozeman is still out there. Von Bell, I believe, is also still out there, man. Luvu is also with the Washington Commanders, man. How y'all feeling about this?
Hey, two of these people are not really officially released yet. Bradley Bozeman has not been officially released.
Yeah,
he was just notified.
I
mean, he's gone, but nobody can pick him up until we officially release him. So for him, he can't do anything. And Von Bell. Yeah, Von Bell is not officially released. He's just been notified.
I hope we trade both of them.
Yeah, just look what we did with Diontae. Nobody thought Diontae would be traded. Now we just thought we were going to release him. YGM went to San Fran. I'm gonna laugh with PPP. I'm actually glad Frankie Lou's gone. Me and him got shredded.
Oh, bro, listen, it was bombs on Baghdad.
Yeah, we got shredded and everything for it.
Oh man,
yeah, we got shredded and talked bad about. And talk bad too that we were saying we were overreacting about Frankie Louvu not being able to be a Panther, but really and truly, the Brian Burns, like I'm not too upset about it because people have to understand Dan Morgan had to do the hard work, so he had to be the bad guy, he had to be the Joker, he had to be the bad guy. Scott Fitterer put him in a bad position. We really could have let him walk. And I know CJ said, the fifth pick. I understand him in that upsetness, but he got better than what we thought we could have got. Because when you really think about it, from going from 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick to get Brian Burns, and the way that he's able to get in, he had a down year, and he said he played scared because he didn't want to get hurt. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Well, see, I'm happy with the second. I ain't got no issue with the second. I was just figuring like the Giants had 2 seconds, a third, fourth, and a fifth. My only thing was, we could have got one of them. Now, I wanted to keep Brian Burns. I wish they could have paid him, but it's a business, and the Panthers made a deal. He didn't want to take the deal. So, they did what they had to do. Wish he could still be here. But, I get what the Panthers are going with this, because my thing is now he's like what the second highest paid linebacker in the
right
league
now.
Behind Nick Bosa.
But
my thing
Crosby
is,
has to get one too.
That's what he
Crosby
wanted.
has to.
You got Bosa, you got Garrett, you got Watt, and they're all up there around him, and they all have NFL Defensive Player of the Year honors. No knock against Brian Burns, but
CJ.
he just hasn't put up numbers to say, okay, well, we gotta make sure we get this man $30 million a year. Yeah. And I'm trying to be biased because I really do like him, but at the same time, you got to see where the Panthers come in. This is a business. I wanted him to stay, but hey, he gone now, so we gotta move on.
Let him walk, bro.
Yeah, I think the writing was on the wall this whole time. I mean, from the beginning of last year, with them hesitating to give him a contract, yes, I get it. He asking for $30 million. I feel like that's definitely over what he's worth. That's just my opinion, man. But I don't know. I get the move. I mean, the organization had to move on from Brian Burns because they needed to build around Bryce Young. You couldn't do that when you got Brian Burns eating up so much of that cap space. So we had to do what we had to do, and we got something out of it. We got that 39 pick from the Giants, and then we got next year's 5th. So I think they did a pretty good job of getting what was getting what they could out of Brian Burns. I mean, I definitely love the fact that we can really just we like 6 picks later after the 33. So we right there second round at the top. So they got what they could out of him. I know a lot of people was upset about them not getting first round picks. We wasn't getting no first for Brian Burns. Not this year. Not this year, man. I mean, we missed out on that when LA offered that last year. So his value went down. Obviously, he's showing you he's like an 8, maybe 9 sack a year kind of defensive end. So it is what it is, man. I mean, I like Burns. I liked him a lot. Shout out to Doug. He had got me a Brian Burns jersey last year. So shout out to Burns, but it is what it is. A business at the end of the day. So
we both got a jersey. We got to get exchanged now. So we got to bring it to training camp and exchange it now.
Look, man, I'm gonna just stop buying jerseys, bro. I got even with the Hornets, bro. I got a Scary Terry jersey, man. I was like, damn, they done traded him. Got McCaffrey jersey there that got rid of him. DJ Moore that got rid of him. Got the Burns now that they got rid of him. So. Hey, the only safe jersey to get is a damn rookie or a long-term contract guy.
Hey, DB might be my next jersey. DB might be my next
jersey. They get
that
contract done, which they should. They should definitely prioritize signing him.
They ain't gonna let Derrick Brown walk, and I don't think Dan Morgan is. Hey, PPP, what was you about to say, man?
I'm gonna get an Ickey jersey.
You know what?
Yeah, you cut that shit out, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get an Ickey jersey, man. Yeah. I'm gonna do the same thing he was doing. I'm gonna put a little piece of rope around my waist. I'm gonna work out, man. Yeah. But nah, the trades, I mean the cuts and stuff like that. Brian Burns, we all knew that was gonna happen. When they said at the combine that they stopped negotiations, that was the writing on the wall, for that. And then for me, Louisville, I don't have a dislike for Louisville like I have with Shaq Thompson. Like I have just a pure dislike for Shaq Thompson because he played very, very soft to me, and I think he's a next level player. But when it comes down to Frankie, he don't tackle well, and I know people sees his highlights, but man, when you look at the plays where Louisville is non-existent, that dude just be floating around the space looking crazy. So it was time for him to go, and people was like, "Nah, he's a fire starter." Well, Dan Morgan, who's a dog, didn't think so either. So he's gone. I mean, even though they did try to give him a little contract at the end, I felt like it was just for formality's sake. I think the writing was on the wall with him. Jeremy Chin, bye. YGM,
Right.
bye. Who else? Von Miller. Von Bell, bye. Yeah, bye. Troy Hill's a dog. Raheem Blackshell's a dog. Amir Smith Marsette's a dog. You know what I mean? Like, these are some dogs. Dude said in the press conference, "Yo, unleash me. Like, I'm trying to show you something. I'm him." Yeah.
Hey, PPP.
Yo.
I gotta do you the same way I do Doug, man. They what?
What's that? What you say?
Hey, you gonna stop
they
talking about
they dogs?
Yeah, they dog.
They dogs? Oh, okay, they dogs. Oh, my bad.
Gotcha. Yeah, my
I'm sorry. Carry on.
Yeah,
My bad.
Yeah. My accent's a little funny. It's okay.
Hey,
It's
he
all right.
gonna do that. He gonna do that, man. He be killing
your
when he
favorite
do that.
armchair GM. It's all good. Yeah.
Yes, I gotta get you like I get Doug, man.
I bet that armchair stank too.
Hey, real quick, man. Shout out to the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button while y'all are here, man. We got great minds up here on the panel. We got my guy, What's Up, Doug, my co-host, man. If you're not subscribed to What's Up, Doug, make sure you guys do so. We got PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast in the building. Make sure you show him some love, man. And we also got two fans in the stands. We got great minds on the panel today, man. Tony is also in the chat. This is just one of two fans in the stands. My boy CJ is in the building. Tony is in the chat, man. So shout out to two fans in the stands. Drip said, have we forgotten how Foreman was beasting when he was with us? Hell no. I wish we would have retained him. But at this point, I don't see him wanting to come back after, you know what I'm saying, he done moved on. I mean, hell, if you can bring him back, definitely. If you can get him on a cheap deal, I'm all in for that, but I just don't think it's very realistic. That's all I'm saying. Bass said the coaching staff was all over the place, all over the fucking place all last year. And then we got the nerve. We got the fucking nerve to blame a rookie quarterback for the reason for us losing. Are y'all fucking serious? A rookie quarterback who don't know no fucking better. No better. And he listening to these motherfuckers in his ear who going back and forth. Oh, you want to play calling? Nah, I'm going to take it back this week. Oh, well, you can have it back. Get the fuck out of here, y'all. Come on, man. This coaching staff was doomed from day one. From day one. So shout out to Bass. I appreciate you highlighting that, man. Look, this coaching staff from last year speaking, they were trash, and it was a reason they were fired. But of course, people gonna tell you it was because of Bryce. I'm not saying Bryce is perfect, y'all. I swear to God, I'm not. He got a lot of work to do. Yes, he does. As a rookie, you rather see that shit now. He got work to do. Okay, cool. Let's move on. We're gonna see what he can be. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's elite. I'm not gonna say he a bust. I don't know what Bryce Young is gonna be, but I know last year was not just on Bryce Young.
Facts.
It was not just on Bryce Young, bro. But that's all I'm saying.
I see everybody up here agree with you.
Hey, I got called 2 Bryces in the stands the other day.
God dang.
2 Bryce in the stands.
I'm always calling a Bryce sexual. I don't know why. I want to see Stroud, but I know that we ain't going nowhere. We gonna stick with Bryce. So
exactly. That's our quarterback. I mean, it is what it is, bro. I wanted Stroud too, man. Y'all, if y'all go on my older videos, bro, I was heavy on Stroud.
Same with us.
Was watch Stroud film, and then later on, you know what I'm saying, when I started learning more about Bryce, I started liking him too. But I mean, it is what it is. He's our quarterback, y'all. I mean, we don't know what he's gonna be. We don't know. I mean, but your opinion is yours. But it is what it is. But hey, this organization is definitely building around him, and there's no more excuses. Just like the title say, bro. We're gonna find out just what Bryce is, man.
I would say this. I mean, I think we all want to see CJ Stroud. And when Quan and I first started working together, that's when we both switched to Bryce Young. We were both Stroud. Stroud. I mean, we were looking at it, and then when the reports were coming out, we were like, hey, we don't need to be so one-sided. We probably need to look more at Bryce because that's what the tea leaves are saying. You know, Carolina's high on Bryce. But I've been saying it for the longest. Seeing Bryce in person, and you just see the time he's able to have on the line. That line was getting plummeted every time. I know PPP posted a video on Twitter. Again, we say YouTube. All 4 of our platforms are on Twitter as well, people. So PPP just posted a video of Ickey slipping when he played the Saints, and it's like and it's like, you know, when you really look at it, it's more of, are we are we really? Was it really Bryce? Because when Ickey slipped, was it really Bryce Young's fault? The way Ickey slipped and then
The
Bryce
nigga,
just
the
got
nigga got
plummeled
two
on.
left feet, man. He got two left feet, bro. That's
I would
all
say
it is.
this. I still believe in Ickey. Ickey has 3 games for me. 3 games for me this year. Because I really want him to play guard, but he has 3 games for me this year. And it's either you'll see a different Doug on Ickey, or I'll be like, I told you so. Because again, he has 3 games. I think he should have been shifted earlier. But again, you can't draft a potential franchise left tackle and he's had a regression like this. Do I blame all that on him? Yes, but I put most of that blame on James Campen. Again, when you have your position coach not coaching you up and he's doing other jobs and being detective and not actually being an offensive line coach, can you really blame Ickey? If you look at the coach that we coming in now, I'll just look at his track record of worse. I think, am I saying his name right? Wirfs. How do we pronounce it? The
I don't even know.
it was the offensive lineman for Tampa Bay that made Pro Bowl 2 years in a row. I
Oh,
think it's
Tristan Wirfs.
Tristan Wirfs. Just look at that. I'm not putting them in the same caliber, but just look at exactly how our new offensive line coach has coached up a great line. They basically kept Tom Brady clean his last 2 years, and they won a Super Bowl out of it when he was the offensive line coach. So for me, I think you have a GM and you have a head coach that have a mindset and know what to do. Again, you don't have a lot of Chiefs, you don't have a lot of Indians on this particular coaching staff. They're all aligned. There's alignment, and then one thing I love is the aggressiveness and the aggression that Dan Morgan, Dan Canales are going into the offseason with.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you, Doug. I think it's important, man, for us as Panthers fans, to kind of see the vision that they have, with what they're doing. The goal isn't for Bryce Young to drop back and throw 60, 70
Right.
yards down the field
Right.
consistently. This week, I mean this year, Bryce Young is going to be. I'm not going to say dink and dunk. He's going to take his shots, but all the pressure ain't going to be on Bryce Young.
Right.
To
Preach,
yeah,
preach.
it's just not. It's not going to be set up that way. This is going to be team ball, and Bryce Young is going to have to show that he can be that guy here. He's going to have to
Yeah.
be, in a sense, a Brock Purdy, a game
Yeah.
manager. Take his shots when he has it, manage the game, get the ball to your star players, and that's why I feel like Carolina's really, because he's shown us glimpses last year that he can do some of these things. After Frank Reich got fired, I started to see more things out of Bryce Young that I didn't see. Like the beginning of the
Yeah.
season, it was almost like they told him, "Don't run out the pocket, like don't do it."
Silly as hell.
Yeah. It was like they told him, "Don't run out the pocket." So he's literally like not running fast, and then all of a sudden now he's out running like freaking defensive ends now and going
Yeah.
down
Right.
the field like what happened? You know what I mean? So I agree with Hayden Hurst. How he said it was too many voices in his head. And man, listen, the Carolina Panthers were doomed
Yeah.
last year, man, with Frank
Yeah.
Reich. And unfortunately, it cost us, 1 year. It cost a lot of players their jobs and stuff, man, and coaches their jobs. But I like Dan Morgan. Dan Morgan don't care. He don't care about
Right.
nobody's feelings.
I know.
He'll
Yeah.
never
I
care
know.
about
Which
nobody's
one is that?
feelings. He just want to make stuff happen and make stuff work, man. So I like it.
Hey, I agree, man. And that's really what we've been preaching over here at the channel. Like, this is not really like it's not supposed to be a drop back 60 times with Bryce Young, man. Like, even in Alabama, he's spreading the ball out. He can beat you in a short game, intermediate, take the shots when it's there. Don't put all the pressure on Bryce. He's not supposed to be a drop back, all game. That's not him. Like, take Tua Tagovailoa or Brock Purdy, like PPP said, for example. These guys got weapons on the outside. They got backs, all that good stuff. So they don't have to carry the load. They just dishing it out to their guys. That's all I'm saying what Bryce Young can be. Hell, he could be a fucking game manager. I don't care. But what I do think, we didn't use him right. We didn't use Bryce Young right at all. That scheme, I had no idea what that scheme was. We had no identity on offense. So
Preach.
again, we got to figure out a way how to use Bryce Young and make him comfortable. And I think Dave Canales is the perfect fit because he's a guy, with his offense, he like to spread the ball around. That's how you use Bryce. Spread the ball around. Quick processing ability. When he came out of Alabama, he got a quick release with the ball. So get it out fast and make defenses pay for blitzing. That's all I'm saying with Bryce, man. That's all I'm saying, man. But
look at the couple. Go ahead, Pete. Whoever said, do you have something, CJ?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, man, I'll be so happy to not see us have a third down and we have 5 wide receivers on the field and they all do 20-yard comeback routes.
Shotgun
or run. Yeah, or they go across Mid Street to the doghouse and then and waiting for Bryce to throw them the ball across the street.
Right.
I'll be so happy not to see that shit again.
Plays take like 30 seconds to develop, man.
And then Bryce sitting back there and got the whole defensive line pile on top of it.
Exactly.
One thing, and I've said this to the group of fellas that are on this channel. If you go back and look at Bryce Young's Heisman Trophy year, when he was at Alabama, Bryce was 1 of 11. If you really look at it, and I'm glad Dave Canales said he just needs Bryce to be him and be 1 of 11. I mean, look at the wide receivers he was able to play with. Look at the running backs that he was able to play with. Bryce wasn't just doing Lamar Jackson type deal. Like it's me against the whole defense. He was doing his job, doing his assignments. And again, at Alabama, look at all the quarterbacks. Look at Jalen, look at Tua, look at Matt Jones, and look at Bryce. They've all had great running backs with them. And again, what helps Bryce, you set the run game up and then you do the play action. And then you get into the shotgun. That's the reason why I love what Dave Canales said. I only want him to have the ball in his hands 2.5. I think it was like 2.5 or whatever seconds. And what that means is the wide receivers have to know their assignment and blocking schemes have to be on point. And I'm gonna go to another point. Yes, I do believe Ickey can hold his defensive lineman in front of him for 2 seconds. And like I said, that's not shade because again, there's tape out there that is just ridiculous. But the only thing to go along with talking about that, I do think we do need to talk about a particular hole that we still do have on the offense. And I think that is center. I know Austin Corbett is more athletic than Bradley Bozeman. I know he was in a category of being one of the most athletic guards when he was at the Rams before he came to Carolina. I would give him an opportunity, but I still think Carolina can possibly get one, possibly draft one in the 4th round. And you let it. And if a rookie outbeats a veteran, it is what it is. But I think you give him the opportunity, but you just don't let it be, hey, it's Austin Corbett or bust. We have somebody that gives them competition, and I do think Dan Morgan and them she's gonna be hurting on this one. Dan Morgan and them said that they want competition at every position, and right now I don't think Austin Corbett has competition right now. I think that competition is gonna come after the draft. So I really think there are certain pieces right now on both sides of the ball that are still open. It's just a matter of not pressing to reach for somebody. Now I understand why Dan Morgan said, hey, we're going to try to go best player available, but we do know we have options that need to be filled or holes that need to be filled as well. So,
and I'm gonna give Ickey a little bit of grace too, because if you see even some of the best offensive lines in the league, their tackles may have somebody to get a step on them and get past them. But if they can push them past the quarterback and you don't have your center and both your guards 2 inches from your face and you have somewhere in the pocket to step up and throw the ball, that might help Ickey out as well. And even Taylor Moton, because Taylor Moton is as quiet as it's kept, was getting the business last year too. It was just that every time he was getting the business, Ickey was getting the business on the other side of him. So,
CJ, it ain't quiet as kept. It's loud.
I know what I'm saying, but don't a lot of people talk about it though.
Hey, we've been talking about it. Moton and Ickey. I don't fault. Listen, I fought Ickey so much. I saw. I'm gonna do a whole video of every time Ickey has fallen. He's been turned around. He was blocking air.
Don't do it.
Hey, do you need to create a OneDrive?
20 minutes of film. Well, I'm just fucking up.
Bro, listen. He's like the JaVale McGee of football, in my opinion, bro.
Yeah.
Like what are you doing?
He ain't it, man.
Wow.
Hey, real quick, shout out to the chat, man. We got 30 in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button while you're here. If you
Yes,
are new to
sir.
the channel, subscribe, man. We got great minds on the panel. Shout out to PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast. Shout out to two fans in the stands. Shout out to my guy, What's Up, Doug, man. Hey, Charles Lemon said, see how Ickey is with a new coach before, or see how he is with a new coach before we get a final verdict.
Yeah.
As much, you know, so as much as I pick on Ickey, man, like you're right. We got to see what he can be in a newer scheme. Maybe the scheme last year just wasn't a good fit for him. Maybe he overthought, you know what I'm saying, from time to time. I don't know what his issue was. I don't know why he kept missing blocks, why he kept falling on his feet, why he kept getting bull rushed and bullied. I don't know. Maybe it was a scheme fit, but his rookie year, he did show me that he can run blocks. So I'm trying to see what that Ickey can do in the pass game. I mean, but I don't know, man. I'm not gonna write him off yet. I'm not gonna call him a bust. I think I did call him a bust, but same way I give Bryce grace, man. I'm gonna give Ickey some grace on this next year. But hey, that's it. No more excuses. Just like the title say, no more excuses, man.
Hey, Quan and Q. Quan and Q. I just called you the same name. Q and D. I'm gonna make y'all laugh. You actually know something that we did see in that film that I sent y'all with Ickey, right? Ickey's faster than Calvin Ridley.
Man,
I'm trying to make y'all laugh because I know man, that man Demetrius can't stand freaking.
I hope
Ickey
Prime
right
ain't
now.
driving right now. You said that.
hey, I had to pull over.
Get the hell out of here with that mess,
man. Hit the rumble strips. About to find out how much it's gonna cost. Nah,
wow.
Man, I cannot stand Ickey. I'm gonna be okay because I got to. If they have Miles Sanders back again, I'm gonna give him opportunity. But as soon as I start seeing signs,
oh yeah,
I'm gonna be talking.
Like I said, 3 games. He got 3 games.
You got 3 games. Fuck that. First game of preseason. Matter of fact, last year when I went to that bullshit against the Jets with the first
they killed him.
That let me know right then and there that
boy.
Ickey was gonna be some shit, man. When he let Bryce get toe up on his first snap in the NFL, bro, ever. He got toe up. He got it off to Adam Thielen, but he still got hit from the back, and that was all because of Ickey, man.
I'll tell y'all this: we don't gotta wait till preseason. We all gonna see each other doing training camp.
That's true.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see when we do that joint practice. I can't wait to see who we're gonna have it with this year in Charlotte. We all gonna be in the Charlotte. We're gonna all be Charlotte. We're gonna sit there and watch it. Go drink us a cold one and laugh at it while we talk about it. Because if it's there in practice, you know it's gonna be there in game. It's gonna be there in game.
Let's speculate. I think that they're probably gonna have the Steelers this year, man.
Who's our preseason opponents?
We always play the Steelers, man. Like we haven't played them in a couple of years. So
I don't want the Steelers. Reason why I don't want the Steelers.
It was every year.
Yeah.
Only reason I don't want the Steelers because it's gonna be a fight, and I can guarantee it's gonna be a fight between Diontae Jackson and one of them corners.
Hey,
and
we welcome the niggatry over here, man. We want to see that shit. We want to see the fights. I want to see. Bring the Steelers.
So, like I said, but the Steelers wouldn't be a bad one. I would want an AFC team. I don't want an NFC team. So that's a good one, PPP. But do we know who we play in the preseason yet? That's the only reason why I'm trying to really figure it out. If we knew, I would project it. But we always play the Steelers, like he said. I do think we may have more than one. And because Tampa and the Jets had more than one joint practice last year. And I think if we do have more than one, you won't see a lot of our starters in the preseason games. I mean, like you'll probably see them in the joint practices and then they'll probably sit out a little bit and then we'll go from there. So
I mean, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. Hey, I'm about to share my screen with y'all. We're gonna go over these free agents, man. Let me know if y'all can see my my screen.
Hey guys, I'm going to be quiet for a little bit, man, because I'm getting ready to get on the interstate, so I'll just be listening for right now.
Hey, be safe, PPP.
Yeah, be safe on that road, man. But hey, so we're gonna start with first up, man. We signed Robert Hunt to a $100 million deal, for 5 years, y'all. 63 million of that is guaranteed. So you're already prioritizing your offensive line. You get a guard. Let's look at his PFF grade, man. Let's take a look at it. He only had 2 penalties on the whole season. That is impressive, bro. Only allowed 2 penalties, and then he only allowed 1 sack, man. So that's impressive. I love what they did with this guy. I mean, they paid the bank for him. A lot of people are saying it's an overpay, but when you want to get a decent offensive lineman in here, which is hard to find in this league, you got to overpay. It is what it is, man. You got to overpay. So looking at his PFF grade, look at his pass blocking grade, 74.5, which is pretty solid in the green area. Run blocking is a 75.9. Look at his overall grade, which is a 77.1. Play 547 offensive snaps. Again, only had 2 penalties and only allowed 1 sack, only 1 QB hit. That is very impressive playing this guard position. Now, I mean, again, we've been complaining about Bryce Young not having that help. So why not? Why not sign this guard? I mean, I love the move right here. This was the first move we made this offseason. How do y'all feeling about this signing?
Hey, I said this on another podcast this morning. If the Panthers would have waited till everybody got on the clearance rack and then we went shopping, then we'd be upset because it's like, oh man, y'all wait until you got all the bottom of the barrel people. Now we go out and spend some money. Everybody's still upset. Now, mind you, at first I was like, crap, it's $100 million for a guard. I was like, damn, that's a reach right there. But after I sat down, I thought about it, I was like, you know what? You get what you pay for. So I told her earlier, I was like, man, you got to pick a struggle. You know, you can't be mad. If you get mad, they do one thing. Okay, they do the exact opposite, and you still mad. So you're going to be in this never-ending cycle of not being happy. So you got to pick one.
Right.
I mean, CJ just alluded to it. I want to say I said this on Two Fans in the Stands. I know Quan and I talked about it as well. All right, what's up, Doug? When you look at it, do you want to shop at Dollar General? Do you want to shop at Dollar Tree? Or did you want to get premium? And CJ just alluded to it. We went premium. If you look at how many teams were reported looking at Hunt, I know for sure 3 teams out there. If people want the names, give me a couple of minutes, I'll look up the names. But whenever we went and got that, you knew that it was, and shout out to DJ Spins in the chat, you knew that it was going to be Operation Protect Bryce. Whenever you go get a guard, and we've all, I hope everybody has read it. If you haven't heard it so far, everybody has compared Bryce Young to Drew Brees. Only reason why we're
the man talked himself off the live, didn't he?
Oh, dang. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was me for a second. I was like, crap.
Damn, Doug. Well, Doug, go ahead, pull back up, man.
Hey,
CJ, let us know, man. How you feeling about it, man?
Well, I mean, I agree with Doug. Now, mind you, now, you know, back in my hometown, they just opened up 2 very nice Dollar Generals. But okay, but I agree though. You know, we went premium. You know, you get what you paid for, and I like I said, we've had these years of just think about when Matt Rule first got here. What was one of the first things they did? These ding dongs went out and got Pat Iphone and Cam Irvin and was like, okay, folks, everything is fine now. Our line is going to be set for the next 37 and a half years. And I hated that from the get-go. So you know what? Dan Morgan's been here, and I will be upfront and honest. I was not high on Dan Morgan when they first announced him as a GM, but like we're saying, he's making the hard decisions, and it's a business. It's a business, and I always say that you know, I didn't want to think this was a rebuild. I was trying hard. I was like, no, this is not a rebuild. This is not a rebuild. We're going to get some pieces in and we're going to make this work. But you know what? This is probably the best course of action. Tear it down to the foundations and build it back up. But yeah, but so far, you know, I like the pieces that we got. Because like I said before, if Bryce can have a pocket to step up into, and because I never forget this, I was talking with my coworker about 20 minutes before I jumped on here, and he was like, man, he said, there's a picture of your offensive line, and they are 3 yards on the other side of the entire defensive line, who was behind them running towards Bryce Young. That is something that we can't have again this year.
Right.
I don't know if I lost connection. Were y'all able to hear me, or y'all didn't even hear me?
Nah, you got cut off.
You went all the way out.
Hey,
So
by
that
the way,
basically,
chat. Hey, real quick, chat. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to all 28 of y'all in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I did post a link in the chat, so if y'all want to pull up and chop it up, definitely pull up on us, man. We'd definitely love to hear your opinions. Go ahead, Doug.
basically, I was just saying, we didn't shop for cheap, and CJ made that point. Only thing I was going to say was, just look at the comparison of Drew Brees whenever he had premium guards that came into the fold for New Orleans Saints. Now Bryce Young will be able to step up in the pocket, and he'll be able to actually see and actually make precise throws. So, it's just going to be depending on the guards showing up and how the whole line works together. Again, I don't think guards or tackles are going to be the problem. The issue I am worried about is center, and I just have to see how it folds out.
Yeah. PPP, I heard you come on and off. Are you still there or are you still driving? Well, asking if you still. All right.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just I got my GPS up.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No.
man.
I was saying Doug got cut off because he had compared Drew Brees and Bryce Young to each other.
That's the only thing
You
y'all
couldn't
heard.
hear that mess.
That's the only thing y'all heard. Hey,
Yeah, as soon as you said that, it went off.
Look. Only reason I'm glad I went out because Mama was hollering because they got her stretching his leg out. Y'all be like, what in the world? Doug got in the background. So yeah, I'm glad I got cut out because it was pretty loud. But yeah, again, I'm looking. I'm not talking about the stats. I'm looking at the height and the same statue. Drew Brees had terrible years when they didn't give him offensive line help. And look at it. Once he finally got offensive line help, everybody was able to see what Drew Brees was able to do. And they also gave him weapons.
Exactly. So, hey, just like y'all talked about, man, protecting Bryce is main priority right now. Like, he really didn't have much of a step up lane this last season. As soon as he snapped the ball, these guys are crashing down the middle or fucking with Ickey Ekwonu on the left side of the tackle. So, it really wasn't. He was doomed from the start, man. So I love the fact that we signed this guy. Again, you can't be cheap with no offensive lineman. So I love the fact that they paid $100 million for this guy. He's proven already, played with a high caliber offense over there in Miami. So, hey, I love this signing. Definitely was much needed, man. Final thoughts on our new signing, man, with Robert Hunt.
Hey, one thing I will say is I was told earlier that these signings were bad because we're gonna have to pay all this dead money to some of the people we let go of.
Yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, if they're all pre-June 1st cuts, we take the cap hit this year and don't spread it to next year. But and also Robert Hunt's only counting $6 million towards the cap this year. So his contract is very team friendly for this year. And then with the situation that we're in cap wise, next year looks even better for us. So I like it.
Facts, man. I like this move too, man. Let's go ahead and move on to hold on, let me pull it up real quick.
Hey, Quan.
Yo.
Hey, I want to say this real quick, and to your point, you're right, man. There was multiple times where you saw the protection break down for Bryce, where the defensive line was so close that they could have reached over the offensive lineman that was holding them and grabbed the back of Bryce Young's jersey.
Right. And we done saw it a couple times on film, man. If you are not subscribed to the channel, man, just subscribe to the channel. I love to do film breakdowns over here. So definitely subscribe if you want to see more of that, bro. It's been a mess. Like, yeah, Bryce Young, some of those sacks were on Bryce Young for holding the ball too long, dropping back, waiting on somebody to get open. Obviously, we had receivers that struggle with separation. So my frustration with Bryce, man, get out of the pocket. If it's not there, bro, in like the first, as soon as you get to the end of your or to the top of your drop, if it's not there, flush the pocket, make something happen, man. But majority of those sacks, as soon as he snapped the ball, they was in his face, just like PPP said. So let's go ahead and talk about our next guard, man. Damien Lewis, we brought him in as well. Damien Lewis was another guard that was proven here in Seattle. This guy is an overall grade of 59.6. Pass blocking grade was a 63. And his run blocking was a 57.9. So definitely a good little piece to add. He's not going to be one of those like sexy picks. He's not going to be that flashy, guard that we need, but he's definitely going to be solid and productive. He got some experience with 926 snaps. I mean, he only had 4 penalties on the season, allowed 3 sacks, only 1 QB hit, 29 total pressures. How y'all feeling about this guy, man?
CJ, you want to go first, or you want to jump in it?
Yeah. Now I was gonna say, man, I like it. Now my only not really concern, but I forgot who channel it was, but it was Seattle Seahawks podcasting, and I got the feeling that they were kind of just like, sliding him off to the side, like, and they can have him. Like we really didn't want him no way. But I saw some clips, okay, and the talent is there. I mean, the dude is like 6'2", 330 something pounds, and I mean, if he gets a hold of you, if he gets the right leverage, gets a hold of you, you are going nowhere but on your backside or in the dirt. He's got some power to him. He's got some moves. He can move people out the way, and it seems like he's athletic enough to run this scheme that Canales is bringing in. So like we say, get the right coaches in here. Hopefully, we already have them. Get him accustomed to how they want to do things. I think we got something. So my judgment is still, I'm a reserve judgment on him for right now, but I think he can be okay.
Yep.
All right. What's going on? Blame Bass, Angler. I see you said, what's up, Doug? I will say this. There's a clip, and you'll see it on my channel here probably within the next 48 hours, where Damien Lewis plowed Deion Jones when we played Seattle. I have the clip on the channel. Whenever we drop it, you will see it. When I say he threw this man,
saw that.
When I say threw, I'm not talking about just like, you shove. He flew and threw this man. And CJ just alluded to it. When he gets his hands on you, that joker is tough and nasty. And one thing that, again, if you look at all these signings, one thing Dan Morgan wanted on his team was a capital D, a capital A, a capital W, capital G, and a capital S with exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. He wanted dogs. He wanted dogs on this team. And when I say they're coming, they're coming. And if you gotta, let me go on mute real quick, y'all. Hold on. Go ahead, somebody talk, because I know they putting her on a machine.
Hey, prayers up to my dudes, man.
Oh yeah, always.
But hey,
yeah,
we signed this guy to a $53 million deal for 4 years. So definitely looking forward to seeing how productive he's going to be. I mean, obviously with that kind of contract, you are definitely going to be utilized a lot in this offense. So what was you about to say, CJ?
Yeah, that's a fair. All right, I'm back now. It's when you have a nasty offensive line, you want that. And you know how in the college ranks, we want to see offensive linemen get pancakes. All of our guards love finishing blocks. They're not just going to push you out the way. They're going to drive you into the ground and plow you into the ground and let you know, hey, I'm dominating you on every snap. And if you had that type of offensive lineman already with that mentality and you bring them together, just imagine what, like I said, these two guards are nasty. They're not nice guys. And what I mean by nice guys, you can still keep your quarterback clean. These are guys that are nasty and they're ready to get their hands dirty and they want to make sure their quarterback is protected. Also, we have to look at the scheme that Canales is using. It's a open, what is it? I'm probably using the wrong word. It's what's the scheme for his run scheme? What do you call it? It's I'm going blank because I don't have my notes in front of me, fellas. Basically, it's open space. That's what I'm trying to think of the word. It's not so tight-knit running between the tackles. You have to be shifty. Shifty, that's the word I'm thinking. Both of these guards are very shifty.
Come on, zone stretch?
Zone, thank you, Quan. Thank you.
Shout out also right in the chat too. He said he called it.
Yeah, zone. And if you look at these guards in space, if you're in front of them, it's nasty work. One thing that I will give Ickey alluded to, when Ickey is in a run and he's that first blocker in front of you, that's a freight train running. And every single person, I know Taylor Moton, we have mixed feelings about him. But if you got three out of the 5 offensive linemen that are nasty, and if you got running lanes in between them, Chuba Hubbard, again, I made that point. Chuba Hubbard's gonna have over 1,000 yards. I'm guaranteeing it. So we just gotta see. We just gotta see, fellas, man. But I love the guard science. I love it. I love we're getting the trenches heavy. And I love that we're getting players that fit the scheme. I know a lot of people didn't want Bradley Bozeman to be cut, but when you got a player that's not here that actually fits your scheme, what else is there need to be done? You're wasting space and you're wasting money. Get somebody in here that runs your scheme, a player that you know fits you, and get a nice guy, but that's nasty at the same time.
Right. Hey, I mean, going to Schuba, possibly having 1,000 yards. I'm interested to see what they do with our running back room. I mean, we talked about earlier whether they were going to trade Miles Sanders or not. Obviously, we got Blackshear back on the squad, so we're going to be seeing a little bit more of Blackshear, and we're going to be seeing Schuba Hubbard. I don't know what they're going to do with Miles, man. I'm sorry, bro. I just don't believe in Miles Sanders. I just don't. Probably not going to be much that can convince me that he could be productive, but I'm interested to see, man. We got beef up front. These are guys that can move. Again, they got solid PPF grades. I'm not really big on the PPF. I'm more of a film kind of guy. Like, I want to see the context behind these numbers. But hey, I like what I see, man. I really like what I see. I think we can definitely improve in the run game, especially with Canales emphasizing the fact that he wanted to run more. He had a chip on his shoulder, saying I think they finished like 32 with rush yards or something like that. Dave Canales definitely has a chip on the shoulder with that because he's had weeks where they rushed for over 150, and then there's weeks where they didn't prioritize the run and stuff like that. They got going towards the end of the season, so I'm definitely expecting Dave Canales to mix it up in the run game as well. So I definitely like these signings. This was a priority, man. Priority number one: protect Bryce Young. You got the protection, so let's see what they do with it, man. So final thoughts on Damien Lewis.
I'll tell y'all this real quick. Breaking news is Mike Williams just got released by the LA Chargers. That's a wide receiver that I liked as well before he did get hurt this past year.
Yeah, they was calling in the chat earlier, man. They said he was about to be released. Him and Keenan Allen. So I wonder where he's gonna end up, man. I like Mike Williams. I like him a lot. I'm a big Clemson fan, so I liked watching him when he was there. Yeah, there's the news right there. He's been released. So yeah, I wonder where he's gonna end up. I hope he can go to a competitive team, high caliber team. So, but I hope he stay healthy too, man. He has not been healthy. But shout out to Mike Williams. I hope he get the bag. So let's go ahead and move on. Who we got up next, man? All right, so we signed a defensive interior by the name of Ashawn Robertson. Ashawn Robertson was going to be paired up with Derek Brown. Derek Brown, who just broke the record for defensive interiors with tackles, a dog on that interior. So you get a guy beside him. This guy has an overall grade of 58.6, a 60.6 in run defense, a 52.8 in pass rush. He has 49 solo tackles, 11 assisted tackles, 36 stops, and 9 hurries. Okay, 9 total pressures. Okay, so I like what they did with this, man. They're not bringing in Aaron Donald or anything like that, but they are bringing somebody to pair up with Derek Brown. Obviously, Derek Brown is definitely going to command a lot of double teams. He's going to command a lot to be in front of him. So you bring in another beefy guy. And then with this guy, I think he'll definitely be able to eat up those blocks as well. So our linebackers can get off and our edges, depending on who's at the edges. But I like this signing, man. It's not bad. Hold on. Let me pull up his contract deal. We signed him. Let's see. We signed him to a 3-year deal worth $22.5 million. So how y'all feeling about this guy right here? Oh, damn. Damn, y'all done disappeared on me. But hey, I like this move, man. Again, you pair this guy with Derek Brown.
Quan, I'm right here. I was on mute. I was texting my aunt, giving her an update.
You good.
I would say this again. I want to drop it because Quan know the reason I'm not going to drop what I really want to say. But again, some of his highlights, he's the type of nose that you need to go alongside Derek Brown.
Yeah.
Derek Brown can be your space eater if people want to call him that, because now going into coming off this 100+ yard tackling year, he's going to be doubled a lot. He's going to be respected a lot. Now you bring a running mate beside him, and I've said, has Derek Brown ever had a running mate like KK Short when we had Star Lotulelei? He's never had a true running mate to actually be that Batman to Robin or Robin to Batman. It's always him and a subpar type player. Yes, again, like Quan said, he's not the Aaron Donald type. And most of the time, Aaron Donald doesn't even have a running mate like that. But if we look at the particular player that we're talking about, he played alongside Aaron Donald. So when you really look at it, it just depends on what he can do, but you can't teach size. He's 6'4".
Right.
You got a 6'4" nose tackle. You don't teach size. I play basketball. Everybody knows a little joke. Yes, I'm about 6'1", 6'2". One thing you couldn't teach was size with me. It's just physique and learning the craft. But again, when he gets his mitts on him, I'm not gonna say pause. When he gets his mitts on you, he's gonna sling you down. There's clips on Twitter with him going against the New Orleans Saints. If you look at it, it's definitely proven that he'll get his nose dirty, and he's not getting moved either in most of these clips. But just look at the Giants defense when he just played with, when he played with Leonard Williams, and you got the other DM before they just got Brian Burns. I mean, that Giants defensive front was scared a lot of teams. So I mean, when you bring a player that has familiarity with Evero and was proven here as well, like I said, only thing we got to do is we got to do what we got to do, and we got to just stay healthy. And that's one thing I want a lot of people to understand. The defensive pieces have familiarity with Ejiro Evero. It's not just people out the street. And that's one thing. Both of these players had better years underneath our former regime that are coaches here now. The linebacker had one of his best years when Evero was still his defensive coordinator. Williams had familiarity with Evero whenever Evero was there in LA. So again, I'm just looking at it as a great signing. It's not a depth signing. This man right here can come into play, and I appreciate DJ Spans putting his metrics out there. 6'4", 328. That's a giant. That is a giant.
Yeah.
That's a giant. That's a giant. Whenever we go to training camp, I can't wait for them coming down the stairs and walking, and you can see that man from a distance. Like I said, DB is a big man, but DB is not 6'4". But you 6'4", 300 plus pounds. Come on now. That's just a freak of nature walking into your bedroom.
Facts. With that size, mate, hey, if you can move, that's scary. Imagine a 6'4", 328-pound motherfucker coming towards you, bro. Full speed. That's scary.
Then Quan, let's even say this. Let's say he's the first one in coming out of the hole, and then Derek Brown does a twist set on him. So he comes through, man.
Yeah. So I like this signing, man. I really do like the signing. I think we did pretty good with his contract too. I mean, what, 22.5 million for 3 years? I mean, I think we got him on a nice little deal here. Shout out to Antonio in the chat. He said, great show and content, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all pulling up to the chat. Shout out to all 35 of y'all in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. We got my boy, What's Up, Doug, in the building. CJ from Two Fans in the stands, man. We had PPP on the panel. But, hey, shout out to those guys, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with your boy, man. But how you feeling about this move, CJ? How you feeling about signing this defensive interior?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to get in the truck. I had to go to another building. But I like it. And let me tell you, all he got to do for me is be a space eater. Okay? And like Doug was saying, if he can take up a couple blocks and you got Derek Brown free to kind of do what he needs to do, I'm hoping that this maybe can turn into somewhat of a K1 short star or Tulele situation.
Man.
When they were here at their prime and Latulele was just eating up blocks and Short was just doing his thing, just putting in that work. So I'm hoping that, I'm hoping that they can work off each other, and maybe that can be something that comes out of this. But yeah, I like it, and if for no other reason, I think he's a above average run stopper.
Right. So I mean, hey, we complained about it for some time, not being able to stop the run. Derek Brown has shown us that he can, man. He can definitely stop the run. I mean, for a defensive interior to break a record for season tackles, I mean, yeah, obviously you've proven that you can stop the run. So you pair him up with somebody who is decent with stopping the run. I think that's a great combination, man. People are going to struggle with running up the middle on us. As far as outside, we're going to get to that later, man. But I think I like this signing, man. You pair somebody up with Derrick Brown, you beef up that front. It starts with the defensive front. So if you get a defensive front, everything else will follow, man. Like your linebackers, your corners, your safeties, it'll make it easier for them when you have a nice front. So I love the signing. Again, we got him on a nice little friendly deal here. So shout out to this guy right here. So let's move on to the next one. Let's see. We got Jewel from Denver, a linebacker. So basically trying to replace get some linebackers in his linebacker room. I don't think Shaq Thompson's going to be back. Obviously, we lost Luvu to Washington. This is a guy who has 67.2 overall grading with PPF or PFF. Had a run defense of 63.1. Pass rush was a 71.3. That's really good, man. Coverage skills is 64.2. Let's take a look at his stats on the season, man. He had 67 solo tackles, 33 assists, 2 forced fumbles, 33 stops, 3 sacks, only 9 missed tackles, and had a passer rating allowed of 110.6. Oof. So how we feeling about this guy, man? What's y'all thoughts on Joel?
Hey, shout out to Antonio. We definitely appreciate you pulling up and enjoying the content. Like I got Quan said, if there's new people in the chat, hit that like button for us. It's free, man. If you're enjoying the content, if you're not, let us know. We need feedback, man. What we can improve on. If you're enjoying it, Antonio, definitely share it. Have people come in and tell them they can hit the link as well and join. CJ, Quan, and myself talk about free agency. I definitely think this signing I like. And I've alluded to the defensive side signings. These are all connections with Evero. Evero's supposed to be a head coach next year. Supposed to be. He was supposed to be one this year. So, and again, the early tea leaves out there is he's supposed to be even having a more aggressive defense this year than we had last year. And again, if you look at this young man out of Denver, I don't like comparing players, but do y'all remember AJ Hawk? How AJ Hawk was with the Green Bay Packers?
I ain't forget AJ Hawk, man. He was a dog when he was in his prime.
You remember when AJ Hawk used to come down and meet you? I've never seen one player that has ran downhill and picked up Derrick Henry and tackled him one-on-one. One-on-one. And there's a clip out there. Derrick Henry one-on-one. CJ, have you seen it? CJ, have you seen that clip?
Nah, I haven't seen that one.
Okay, if y'all look it up, I think it was 3 years ago or 2 years ago. He literally was one-on-one, linebacker on running back, and he hit Derrick Henry. And Derrick Henry didn't go forward; he went backwards. He will meet you. He will meet you in the hole, and he's not a throw shoulder type guy out. He is a meet you in the hole, wrap up. Is me versus you. He's also famous for having the two pick game against Patrick Mahomes, great in coverage. Like I said, it's definitely a guy that I wanted because of Evero, and I wanted him last year, if I'm not mistaken. It was either last year or going into us bringing in Evero to our defensive coordinator. Like I said, everybody fell in love with Frankie Louvu. This guy almost had the exact same stats with Frankie Louvu this year, but only missed 4 games. I understand the attachment that Louvu was an underrated linebacker and etc. But wait till you guys see this man in action, man.
Facts, man. Hey, to be real with y'all, I don't watch much Denver ball, so I didn't really know much about this guy until I started doing research on him. I mean, he played with a hell of a motor. I mean, we're literally replacing Luvu here. I'm not going to say anybody is on the level of Luvu, but at the same time, man, production-wise, like Doug told you, these numbers
not
are
laying down.
You know what I mean?
Not laying down. I'm going to be honest.
But Austin Wright said he had 2 picks on Mahomes. My boy in the chat, he said, you know it, fam. Appreciate you and Doug. Hey, I appreciate you, man. CJ, how you feeling about this signing?
Hey, I put it like this. I just hope he can come in and play better coverage than Shaq Thompson. I mean, I like Shaq Thompson, but one thing that bothers me with him is his coverage skills. and his tendency to try and throw a shoulder at somebody and completely miss a tackle.
Yep. Louisville had problems with that too, like trying to go in for the boomstick and then missing tackles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had issues with that. So if we got us a short tackler, also right in the chat said he's a form tackler. So I'm liking that already. If we get a short tackler here, I love it. I love it because one thing that I really like pull my hair out over is a missed tackle. I'm a defensive coordinator for Pop Warner, man. Shout out to my Chargers, my Mallard Creek Chargers. So I'm big on tackle mechanics, man. So when you missing tackles, that shit irritates my soul, man. So definitely, if we're gonna bring him in here, I want to see us get some actual good tackles, man, and not missing tackles. Me and Doug, we was cussing people out all last year for missing tackles, and just like CJ told y'all, man, Shaq Thompson is famous for that, man. He missed a couple tackles, so hopefully we can get this guy in here. And he can get productive right away.
Hey, look, Quan, I'm not a coach, but I feel you. I'd be at the house throwing stuff up against the wall, man. Be like, damn, like make a tackle, dog.
Exactly, man. And I mean, if you're in the National Football League, bro, you would think by this time you don't got those mechanics down, man. But again, you got guys that still missing tackles. I get it. You know, it's a lot of speed in the league. It's a lot of power, whatnot. So people use their finesse moves that can be hard to break down. But again, it's NFL. You gotta compete. But we signed Joel on a deal for $22.75 million for 3 years, man. So he's gonna be with us for a little bit. So I'm definitely liking this replacement. Getting rid of Louisville. Here's your solution right here. I don't think they're done with getting linebackers. They might try to get back in the draft and get a linebacker. Austin Wright said he's an Iowa product. Okay, shout out to Iowa, man. Shout out to Iowa. So yeah, I like this guy, man. How y'all feeling about it? Final feelings about final thoughts about this guy.
Hey, I like him, but like you said, though, Quan, I wouldn't be mad if, say, a Peyton Wilson was still there, that 39th pick that we got, and the Panthers decided to take him too, pair them together, possibly with Shaq. So, but yeah, I like the sign.
Hey, CJ, you alluded to, I'm surprised Quan didn't talk about it. That was one of our gems that we talked about, our first and final. But, I mean, we talked about a couple of guys throughout the show, but one of the guys that we definitely liked was Peyton Wilson. And then when Luke Kuechly came out and endorsed him to be our first pick before free agency, which he wanted him at 33, that definitely goes to a vocal point of one of the greatest Panthers and possibly one of the greatest top 10 linebackers to play the game, and say that he likes Peyton Wilson. And you look at him, he's bigger than me, he's stronger than me, and he's faster than me. And then for Peyton to say he modeled his game behind Luke Kuechly, come on now. Like I said, I would love it if you have him and Peyton Wilson, and whatever we do with whatever we do with Shaq Thompson, what have you, and we got 2 out of 3 linebackers, I'll still take it.
Facts, man. We actually talked about Peyton Wilson over there at What's Up, Doug, man. So if you're not subscribed, we do a lot more live videos over there. So if y'all want to see me live more, I'm usually live more over there at What's Up, Doug. So go ahead and subscribe to What's Up, Doug. Again, we talked about Peyton Wilson, man. Peyton Wilson, I feel like is a dog. If he fell to 33, I think you pull the trigger right there. I mean, it depends though. I'm a little biased about Adonai Mitchell. I like Adonai Mitchell. So if he's there at 33, I'm definitely pulling the trigger on him. But if Peyton is there, that's like my number 2 option right there, man. Because there's your linebacker solution right there. And then y'all want to see somebody play like Luke Kuechly, this is the closest it's going to get out of this draft. So if you see Peyton there, pull that trigger. And then you got him right here paired up with this guy. So him and Joel, I think that's solid, bro. I think that's solid. Hold on, let me see. All right, y'all. Hey, moving into the last one, y'all. This is my favorite signing. My favorite one, bro. Diontae Jackson. Diontae Jackson was signed. Let's see what was his contract details, man. Well, actually, he was traded. He was traded to the Panthers, obviously, for Diontae Jackson. And we got a pick swap from Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm not sure of the details with the pick swap. Y'all let me know in the chat if y'all know the details of
it's the pick swap. Pick swap is a sit. We give them our 6th round. We get their 7th round, Quan. If I'm not mistaken, I think we get Diontae Johnson and their 7th. And the 7th pick is like it's right around the end of the 6th.
That's right.
And then we get them Diontae Jackson and our 6th round pick.
Okay, smooth, man. But okay, so like let's take a look at his PPF grade, man. Or PFF. I keep calling it PPF. let's take a look at it. So overall, 77.7. Receiving grade is a 99. I'm sorry, a 79.1. Damn good receiver, man. 86 targets, had 51 receptions, 717 receiving yards on the season, 5 receiving touchdowns, only 2 drops, but averaged 14.1 yards per reception. That is insane. 14.1 yards per reception. And then he averaged 5.2 yards per yards after catch per reception. And then the passer rating when targeted, 100.8. So this is a sure-handed guy, man. I really like watching Diontae Jackson. He cooked us, man. When we played the Steelers, they came here, what was that, 22? At the end of 22 when we had Sam Darnold.
2 years ago.
Oh, my goodness, man. He was cooking us, and I couldn't stand it. Again, I got a homeboy, and I got a couple friends who are Steelers fans, and they did not hesitate to let me know about it, man, when they was killing us. And I couldn't do nothing about Diontae Jackson. He was killing us, man. I couldn't do nothing but watch him and Harris. But this is a hell of a signing because here's your basically wide receiver 2. He could be a solid 1, but he's going to be a number 2. Best believe Panthers are not done getting receivers. But you finally got that separation guy for Bryce Young. I think this is easily the best receiver in our receiving room right now speaking. So you got your separation guy. You got a guy who's really good after the catch. So, again, we talked about it earlier. Bryce Young likes to distribute the ball, hit guys in stride, let them do the yards after catch for themselves. This is a perfect pair. Diontae Johnson got a hell of a stride. He can catch. He got a hell of a catch radius, too. I mean, this is a great signing, y'all. Great signing. I think because we was about to let go of Diontae Jackson anyway. So, we actually got something out of Diontae Jackson, getting Diontae Johnson. So, how y'all feeling about this trade, man?
Hey, I like it.
Love it.
I like the fact that we were able to. Yeah, I like the fact we were able to get rid of Diontae Jackson, and in Diontae Jackson, I'm not going to try and slight him like he was terrible for us, but he was inconsistent. Another person that missed a lot of tackles, and then sometimes he would make really spectacular plays, and you'd be like, well, damn, if we could get that from you, 2 or 3 more times a game, like, bro, you'd be all right, but it didn't never really pan out. I keep hearing that he's supposed to be this diva and locker room cancer, and I'm like, well, hell, who was it? Somebody else said if it's a wide receiver, most of them are divas anyway. But I look at it like it's a great signing. Okay, I think of him as right now he's a 1-year rental. For I think like $10 million last year on his contract. If he comes in here and he balls out, and then we see what we can do to extend him.
Yo, CJ, you still there? You might cut off.
Hey, I'm here, Quan. Give me 1 second.
All right. Yo, CJ, you still there?
Hey, I'm sorry. Y'all hear me? I forgot, man. I'm in a bad spot.
Are you good, man?
Hey,
okay, what was the last thing I said? My bad.
You were talking about Diontae Johnson and talking about the lack of production for Diontae Jackson, man.
Oh, yeah. No, I was saying, like sometimes Diontae Jackson would make a great play, and then you're like, okay, cool. If we can get that a few more times out of you a game, we'd be cool, but it never really materialized, and then he was hurt. And I kept hearing about how Diontae Johnson is a diva, going to be a locker room cancer and all this stuff and whatever. But I kind of look at it as he's on a 1-year rental right now. Paying him $10 million if he comes in, he plays and produces. We can see about keeping him here and giving him a new contract. And if he comes in here and if he doesn't, then hell, he's out the door next year and we'll move on.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
It's a win-win situation, man. Go ahead, Doug.
I'll start with this. I love it. Quan via another content creator, Dunk. Shout out to Dunk. That was on live, and he was able to announce it. And then everybody just went crazy on it. I love it. I've been a Diontae Johnson fan for the longest due to fantasy. Love it. Hold on. You probably can y'all still hear me?
Yeah, we still hear you.
I hear y'all. I know what happened. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, shoot. Shout
out to the chat, man. Shout out to all 31 of y'all in the chat, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with your boy. We've been live for like an hour and 40 minutes. About to wrap it up soon here. Shout out to Randall Griffin. He said, "What's going on, man? What's going on with you, man?" He said, "The pickup for or the Diontae pickup was a beautiful trade by the front office. Literally got that man for all but nothing." Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we was about to let go of Diontae Jackson anyway, so we got something out of it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Go ahead, Doug. Continue point, man.
All right. I was on the car. I'm trying to put it in the AirPod before Mom Dukes get in, and I'm pulling the car around. I love it. I mean, you add another bona fide short-handed catcher in Adam Thielen, and now you got Diontae Johnson to go along with him. Um, it was for pennies. It's basically a rental. It's for pennies right now. If he produces, he produces. If he don't, he don't. Um, I think we have new management, and I think the Carolina Panthers have a bad taste in certain players' mouths because players think we don't retain talent. They're a laughingstock organization. Dan Morgan is showing us as Panthers fans and also the other organizations that the Carolina Panthers, he's trying to bring back resilience and bring back the culture to Carolina. I think Carolina was a desirable spot in the earlier years. It has been different due to ownership and how ownership has dealt with things with coaching and everything. But Dave Canales and Dave and Dan believe in each other. And you can see when you have a GM and a head coach on the same mindset, it works. Now we have to see what he can do on the field, praying to God he stays healthy. Because this guy right here, to go along with, again, Adam Thielen, Jonathan Mingo, and ISM, and possibly still a drafted free agent, that room has changed night and day. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he's able to do. Um, I have, again, like I said, I'm dropping a video here. Like I say, just give me about 48 hours. You will see a couple of catches that Bryce is and if you know what I mean by what Bryce can do, Bryce is a precise, spot on throw. If you're there, he's going to get it to you. It's not
Don't
just
hit your face.
not improvise and just throw it. Hey, you got to be there. If you're at your spot, and most of the time, if you look at Diontae Johnson, whenever it comes to separation, he's in the top four every year. Look at the quarterbacks he's had. You got Kenny Pickett and Rudolph, and you had Mitchell Trubisky. I'll put Bryce over all those three quarterbacks. And if Bryce, again, has the proper protection and other weapons around him, let Bryce cook. That's all I got, man.
Facts, man. Facts. Again, hey, y'all see the title. Y'all see it, man. No more excuses. No more excuses. I mean, this team or this organization is literally building and bringing in the pieces that we need. I mean, for there's no more excuses for Bryce Young. I mean, you got Dave Canales, who's obviously supposed to be like a quarterback whisperer, supposed to get us a good offense to contribute the ball, take the pressure off of Bryce Young. You bringing in the pieces, slowly bringing in the pieces. Actually, very quickly bringing in the pieces, I should say. I'm not even going to say slowly, man. You got Diontae Johnson. You got these two guards, man. You got a couple of extra pieces. And, I mean, they're going crazy. But shout out to Brandon Ward in the chat, man. He also mentioned, I believe, that ISM signing is a great for the wide receiver room. Y'all, we got Amir Smith-Marset for $940,000 for 1 year. That's it. That's it. Just $940,000 for 1 year. That was, I mean, damn, I talk about a steal. I mean, ISM, I'm very high on him. I'm glad we bringing him back. I was actually pretty sad when Doug had broke the news to me behind the scenes. He was saying, like, yeah, we letting him go. I was like, no, like, that's one piece that I would agree to bring him back. So I'm glad we did bring him back. He showed flashes from time to time that he does have a good – well, he could be a good use to this offense. He could, show that speed off and stuff like that. So I'm interested to see how Canales used ISM. I mean, we didn't really see much of ISM until towards the end of the season. Obviously, Frank Reich and that coaching staff, they didn't know what the fuck they was doing, so they didn't really use ISM other than special teams. And, I mean, he took one back to the house on that Thursday night game against the Chicago Bears. And that right there showed us that he was electric, man. But using him on like little reverses and stuff like that, he probably could develop his route tree better. I like this, man. I like this a lot. I mean, we bringing in the wide receiver room again, helping Bryce Young get him those weapons. So right now we got ISM in the room. We got Johnson. We got Adam Thielen, who's a 1,000-yard receiver. Especially when you have these guys to take that pressure off of Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen is going to get off even more, man. He's going to get off even more. So you got Adam Thielen, you got Jonathan Mingo. We don't really know what Jonathan Mingo is going to be, man. He's a developmental wide receiver. I hope he can be productive. I hope he can be somewhere near like a baby DK Metcalf. I might be, hoping for too much, but that would be nice. That'd be nice with his size and then his background coming from Mississippi State or Ole Miss. My bad, Ole Miss, same school as DK Metcalf. I mean, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You got to carry that with you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see how we use him, Jonathan Mingo, in this offense. Is he going to step up or is he going to fall on that depth chart? So we got our wide receivers, man. Tight end room, we're probably going to go get another tight end somewhere late in the draft. We got Tommy Tremble and surprisingly, Ian Thomas is still on the roster, man. Like, it must be something he's doing right. Maybe his agent is just that damn good. But this man been on the team, and everybody is in agreement. They're just like, bro, let's move on, man. But he's still here. So if he's that good of a blocking tight end that you feel like you want to keep him on his roster, hey, whatever. Let's do it then. But Tommy Tremble, I feel like he can take a step up, get us another good receiving tight end, and I think we can make some noise, man, because Dave Canales like to use 2 tight end sets a lot.
Facts.
So real quick, man, shout out to Randall Griffin. He said, also look at the cap space we're working towards in 2025. This would be a rebuilding year, but with much better upside than before. I agree. I mean, I feel like with the moves that we're making, we could potentially be at least competitive. Again, I'm not going to sit here and get my hopes up and say we're going to be making a run for the playoffs or whatever, maybe getting 8 wins. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be, man, because I'm done doing a predicting thing. I'm done. I'm here to see. I'm here to, spectate and be a fan. But, hey, we're going to see. We're going to see, man.
Hey, y'all don't believe that because I'm going to get Quan right before the season like we did last year. We sat up there for 2 hours and went through the schedule. So we doing another schedule prediction.
Yeah.
We might put a little friendly waiver on because I see my guy Quan all throughout the season. We might put a little friendly waiver on a little Bojangles cookout, steak dinner on me. We're going to do a little friendly waiver this year, man. So y'all definitely got to stay tuned for that, man. Be a little juicy topic for you guys, man. I see Randall Griffin wrote another comment. It says, look for us to move. Go ahead. I'll say, but look for us to move Thielen for Pitts. He only got a year or 2 left and wants to compete in the playoffs. Very possible we move before the draft. I don't know what Frank Wright fed Kool-Aid. I don't know what he put in the Kool-Aid to tell that man, hey, Carolina Panthers are a Super Bowl team, knowing that you had a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
I understand the narrative that came out last year. And I'm not going to jump the gun because I jumped the gun last year when we had so many signings.
Oh, damn. Doug done hopped off again, man. But look, I'm going to say this about Thielen. I wouldn't move Thielen. I wouldn't move him at all. You move Thielen for some picks, I feel like that's desperate. But at the same time, I guess I could understand it. Yeah, Thielen is kind of at the back end at his career, but he's productive. You know what I mean? Last year, he was our only, receiver over 1,000 yards. So, let's keep him. This is a receiver that's, typically in a slot, and he can feed off of the success of other receivers around him. Like, he had Justin Jefferson over there in Minnesota and KJ Osborne on the other side of him. He was just getting off in the slot. He wasn't getting double teamed, you know what I mean? Because you had so much to worry about, around him. So, let's keep him, and then let's bring in some more receivers to take that speed and the top off. And then Adam Thielen can really get off. Because last year, bro, people caught on to our game so easily, man. They was like, yo, let's just double Adam Thielen. That's all they got. And let's just play fucking cover 0, man-to-man, all across the board. Because their offensive line is trash. And if Adam Thielen's not getting separation, we good. That was basically what they was doing to us late in the season. So let's get some more speed in here, man. Let's get some more wide receivers. Take the pressure off of Adam Thielen. I wouldn't want to move Thielen, man. I really wouldn't. B almost said, I wish we could trade for Likely from the Ravens. That would be nice. Shout out to Isaiah Likely. Actually, fun fact, I have him on my Madden franchise. I had made a move for Likely in the franchise, and Likely is my best tight end right now. I'm going crazy. Matter of fact, speaking of Madden, y'all, I'm glad I remembered. But in the future, man, y'all stay tuned for some details, man. I want to do a giveaway. If you are a gamer, if you like to play, Madden, and you like to play NCAA, as some of us know, we got college football 25 coming out. Hold on, let me bring my boy Doug back. We got college football 25 coming out, y'all, and we ain't had college football since 2013, y'all, and I'm excited. I'm excited and I'm ready to kick some ass. So if y'all want in on this, ass kicking, y'all stay tuned for the details. I want to give away 2 copies, man, for College Football 25. I will let you guys know the details later, probably this month. And y'all just stay tuned, man. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. I'll probably post it in the community section, letting you know how to enter the giveaway. So ain't no excuses on getting your ass beat. I think it's going to be crossplay too. I think it's going to be crossplay. I'm on PlayStation 5. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're on Xbox, PlayStation, it is what it is. You can get your ass beat regardless.
Hey, look, Quan, I'm gonna throw one in there, so it'll be 3. I'm gonna throw 3 copies. I'll give a copy over. I ain't gonna steal the shine from my guy, but I'll throw a copy in there for my brother Quan. So we'll give 3 copies away. Two from Uncle Quan and 1 from Doug. So like I said, that I won't be playing Madden next year. I'm just being honest. Don't ask me.
Madden be putting the back show.
Like 14 was the last year, and I graduated in 15. And when I say that's the only thing we played, I'm talking about night and day. You building dynasties, starting at a 2-year school, being a coordinator. Yep, you being a coordinator or you being a position coach. And then you build your way up. Like it's almost like franchise mode in Madden, but it's more fun because you got to recruit, you got to coach, and you got to bring in coaches because if you have a good year, your coaches leave and you go from there. So like I said, man, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. But the point I was making is we're not done. I love the signings. I'm not gonna get too high because we still have the draft. But if the draft is juicy like I think it's possibly gonna be, it's a rebuild, but it's also a retool because everybody that we brought in is not on a 1-year deal. Yes, you got ISM. Yes, you got Blackshear on a one-year deal, but they're tender deals. But if you look at everybody else, they're on either a 2-year or a 3-year deal, and they're young. Nobody's over 30 right now that we brought in. Nobody's over 30. I think the oldest person is 27, and I want to say that's Diontae Jackson. That's 27, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Other than that, everybody else is young.
Shout out to the 96 babies.
Yes, sir. Like I said, everybody is young, man. I'm just really ready to see what we do with the remaining of this money. Do we bring in a Chase Young? Do we bring in a Jadeveon Clowney? Do we bring in a young man from Minnesota? Once we do that, we're sitting pretty, people. We can definitely do best player available. Again, we know the needs. You still need a wide receiver. You need a center. You need get another running back just in case. You need a DN for sure. You need an extra DN, a linebacker, safety, and corner. But safety can still be done. Justin Simmons out of Denver is still a free agent. He has not been picked up. He loves Evero. And if I'm Carolina, I would lock him down for a 2 or 3 year contract. I'm not giving him a 1-year deal because think about it. If Evero has a good year and we know what Simmons is able to do, he's gonna go right with Evero. You lock him down in Carolina, show him a good contract, and you finish that right there. So man, like I said,
I would love to have Simmons in here, man. But hey, y'all heard the news here, man. Shout out to Doug, man. Shout out to Doug. He said he's gonna throw in an extra copy. So just like the title, no excuses for this ass whooping, man. If y'all want to know how to enter, man, we definitely will be posting the details soon. So stay tuned for that community session. I'm gonna read these last few comments, man. Shout out to Cardiac Cats 1987. He said, "Look, man, everybody tripping. They worrying about us losing all these defensive players. Everyone just working his magic, getting his guys." Exactly. You know, man, there's no need to panic, man. Shout out to my boy PPP.
Hey, Quan, do me a favor.
Yeah.
I'm going to break the news down, pull up his PFF grade. Shout out to our guy DJ Spins, man. Okay. The Panthers agreed to terms with cornerback Dan Jackson out of Buffalo.
Yes, sir. Yes,
oh,
sir.
Shit.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Let me pull it up. Dan Jackson.
Yeah, go ahead and look at that.
That's why I came back on the stream, man. I saw that. I said, oh,
shit, no.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at this.
Hey,
all right, shout out to Doug. He just broke the news to y'all. Breaking news. Dane Jackson, cornerback from the Buffalo Bills, has just been signed to the Carolina Panthers. Again, shout out to those 96 babies, man. Overall grade of a 64.5. His run defense was fucking terrible with a 29.3. Pass rush was a 60. Coverage was a 71.2. Nice in coverage.
I'll take that.
Nice in coverage. So solo tackles, he had 34. A corner that's not afraid to get in there. assists, had 3, 1 forced fumble, 13 stops, had 8 missed tackles. That's a red flag to me. But hey, you're a corner, so just do your job in the zone and the man coverage. Passer rating allowed 102.8. Okay, so how y'all feeling about it, man?
I need to do homework. I would say this. I'm not gonna speak until I do homework. I'm actually glad we got a corner. That's another position that we just said before we're about to close out. We need to address the corner position. Let me do my homework and I'll get my thoughts on it later. I like it because now I really need us to get this safety. And the safety that we were talking about was Justin Simmons. Like you had to address the safety position. We don't have a safety right now. I mean, you do have Jamie Robinson that we drafted last year out of Florida State, but at the same time, we need a safety. And if Simmons is out there, he's a Pro Bowler, 3-time Pro Bowler. You bring him where he wants to be with Evero. If nobody else is a suitor, again, I do not want him on a 1-year deal because you're going to lose him because if Evero gets a head coaching position, he's probably going to follow his former defensive coordinator. And he came back to Evero, and then he's going to go to his new head coach. So we have to address that safety position. Again, I like it. I just got to do my film on him. That's all. That's all I got.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I got to do some more homework on this guy too. I don't know much about him. But how you feeling about it, PPP?
Hey, PPP, read that comment in the chat. Ooh.
I can't.
Okay, let me read it to you. Louisville had 22 missed tackles, believe it or not, this past year, just in 1 year. That's all I gotta hear. That's all I gotta hear.
I saw it firsthand, bro. That game 1, when I went to Atlanta, I saw Louisville get shook out of his fucking cleats when Bijan Robinson hit. Oh my God, bro. It was so filthy.
Out there doing the cha-cha slide.
Man. I looked at my girl next to me, bro. I was like, hey, Bijan gonna be a problem, man. But that was crazy. Louisville got fucking dusted on that play, man. But let me read these comments real quick. He's 2 fans. Shout out to Tony. He said KJ Osborne is a free agent. I am all in if we get KJ Osborne, bro. I love KJ Osborne, and I think he fell under the radar after they got Jordan Addison over there. I mean, obviously you got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison getting off. I mean, KJ Osborne could potentially be like a number 1, number 2 type of receiver. I watched this guy in person. I watched him in person, put us away in overtime, and I couldn't do nothing but watch. But this was a game. They came to Charlotte. This was 2021. I want to say it was 2021. I was out there with my cousin. Shout out to my cousin Otario, man. But we was out there watching that game. Went into overtime. I mean, that was a great game. And then KJ Osborne got it, took it to the end zone, sent us home, man. So I'm all in for KJ Osborne. Hell yeah. If we get KJ Osborne, look, I'm going to turn up. I'm going to turn up, man. Nephew Jones said it'll take a few years, but it'll be the best for the long run. Facts, man. So, yeah, be patient, Panthers fans. Be patient. CJ Trent says, Quan, Morgan and Company is looking good. Yeah, so far so good, man. Hey, I like what I'm seeing from these moves. Dan Morgan is all in on this organization. Brandon Ward, shout out to my guy Brandon Ward, man. He said we got to run a tournament. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, man. If y'all want to run a tournament, I mean, I guess, I guess y'all can get y'all ass beat back to back to back. If y'all want to do that, y'all want to do that to yourselves. Now let me stop talking shit for y'all got to blow me out, man. Oh, pause.
Hey, yo.
Pause. But all jokes aside, we can't run a tournament though. Like again, we're gonna be doing 3 giveaways. Details coming soon. We can definitely run a tournament. I got a gaming channel too. So I got the equipment and the setup and stuff to be able to stream a tournament if we decide to do a tournament. So I'll stream it on the channel. So shit, we could definitely do that, man. Probably have a little grand prize at the end. I don't know.
We'll figure it out because if you're gonna throw one in there, we can definitely figure it out. Go ahead, PP.
I hate EA. Oh, go ahead, PPP.
No. You go ahead. You reading comments. This your page.
You good, man. Said, I hate EA, but all right, man. Yeah, look, EA. I mean, I understand EA being bullshit for the past couple of years. I get it. I mean, this past Madden wasn't bad. I mean, yeah, Madden is Madden, but this last Madden wasn't bad. Mechanic wise, it was pretty solid. Cardiac Cat says, glad I could help out last season with the all 22. Can't wait to see what you got for us coming up. Yeah, shout out to you, man. He actually told me about NFL Plus, so I appreciate that, man. He's the reason I really got into the film breakdown because I was doing it by just like looking at just videos I could find on broadcast view, and I couldn't do nothing with that, especially like with receivers because they added a screen at that point. So shout out to Cardiac Cast, man. Definitely appreciate that. Sonoja says, I don't see them moving Thielen. I see them getting draft picks and using Thielen as a tool to continue to bring them up to speed. Yeah, exactly. My point exactly, man. Like he's a great additional piece, especially coming out of the slot. Randall Griffin says, to be clear, I do not want to move from Thielen, but I could see us doing him as solid and letting him go to a team who wants to compete at a high level. I mean, Thielen did mention he wanted that chip, man. He's been in the league. He's at the tail end of his career. So I mean, I guess I could understand your point. I can understand that. Says, my bad, man. I had a phone call. You good? You don't gotta apologize for that, man. Y'all can pop in, pop out as you please, man. This is a free country. Free country. Cardiac Cat says, we're definitely getting Simmons. Hey, I'm all in for it, bro. Shout out to Doug. If we get Simmons, it better not be on no 1-year deal. Oh, yeah, we covered the breaking news. Let's see. I'm telling you, Evero is getting his guys. Don't worry. Yeah. Let's see. Little Mig. Okay, y'all breaking the news. Just this year, bro. His feet is still in. His feet. He's talking about Lubu. Shout out to Randall Griffin. He said, bro, his feet is still in Atlanta. Broke his ankles, blew him out. Yeah, man, I couldn't do nothing but like I looked at my girl and like I was just like, yo, yikes.
Right there on the 10-yard line. Guy who still sitting there.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He beat us in overtime, crowd silent in the stadium. Yeah, we was all walking out of there just feeling a little down, man. But I mean, it was a good game. He said, but I did see him looking like he was guarding Iverson sometimes. Shout out to Rod Walk. He said, I'll run them here every season. He said, we can do a pick of the week, prison style. Put that bread up. Pick of the week, prison style. I'll run them here every season. So what do you mean by pick of the week? What do you mean by that? Pick of the week. But yeah, man, what's y'all final thoughts, man? How y'all feeling about free agency so far? How y'all feeling about the most recent signing too? Go, you good, PPP. You can go ahead. How you feeling? Yo. Can y'all hear me? Hey, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Bet. All right. Well, shit, man. We can go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. Again, I appreciate y'all pulling up. We had a couple guys come in, speak, and say what's up, man. I appreciate that. I had the day off, man. I feel good today. I had, hit the gym up. Me and my girl hit the gym. Took my dog to the dog park. So today's smooth, man. Today's a real smooth day, man. So again, I appreciate y'all pulling up. I'm gonna be sitting here watching news. Looking for updates and stuff. I'm probably gonna be on some more podcasts. I'll be in the chat. So I'll catch y'all there, man. But hey, hashtag Dan the Man in the chat, man. Hashtag Dan the Man in the chat. Let that man cook, like Austin Wright said in the chat. Let that man cook. He said, nervous this franchise on his last leg. Hey, we'll see. They appreciate you, Quan, PPP, and Doug. We appreciate you, man. Mad respect. All right, y'all. With that being said, everybody stay true to yourself. Keep being you. Follow those dreams and turn those dreams into goals. Hey, until next time, I'll see y'all. See y'all then, man. Hey, one love.
All right.
Yes, sir. One love. Y'all be safe. Be safe on that road, D.